Headphones. Not really. These are earbuds. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, headphones and earbuds are different. Yeah, they are. They are different. These earbuds are usually like professional ones called IEMs, which stands for in-ear monitors. In-ear monitors are very useful for many different things. These are not in-ear monitors. These are earbuds. These are stinky doo-doo earbuds. They are crap, shitty, Samsung included in the box to make you feel better about your purchase earbuds. That's what they are. Apple do it. Samsung do it. Everybody does it. They're crap. But they're good. Let me explain why. These do all of the things that these do, but smaller. Maybe not as much detail, and maybe not as much bass, and maybe not as much as all of the big sounds that we all like, but you don't need those with those, because if you're playing music from Spotify, you don't need flat playing dirty buds, do you? Because it's Spotify. Get over yourself, you're an idiot. These are little JVC things. These have a button. I don't know what it does, nor do I want to. I hope one day they blow up. It also has a hole that looks like it's for a microphone. You will not be getting a sound test of that because, no, that's why. There are many different things you can buy when looking for headphones, earbuds, whatever, right? I have some IEMs coming soon, like good reviews as well. Now, if you wanted to spend a bit of money and you hopped on Amazon, you're going to see a load of this crap for 12 quid and go, oh, it looks good enough, it looks kind of professional, it's got that kind of thing and the thing here with the thing, and it all looks like it does the thing, and it does do the thing. But what it doesn't do is the thing. These do the thing. These are expensive. These are cheap. These are for gaming. These are not. These are for casual listening. These, mate, with a long old cable, are professional. Professional, these, mate. And these are pads that I have taken off of things to make them sound better. This is my mess. This is my world. I have more headphones that I haven't shown you. In fact, I could, but they're in a metal case right now and I don't feel like opening it. Actually, who cares, mate? Give me 2 seconds. Nailed it. Not me breaking everything, I promise. These are also headphones. Harmonic gain. These are big headphones. I'm going to have to flip the box around to show you this, but they have an actual metal case, right? And you can flip this up and, oh, it's got headphones in it, mate. These are what you call expensive headphones, and these are what you probably wouldn't buy. Just for the record, mate, you see that? You can't see that, can you? Model number. Make sure you take that in, mate. 421. There were 1,000 of these made, and I have the ones basically made in the middle. And everyone says the ones in the middle were the best ones. So the closest to 500, the closest to the 500 series were the ones that everyone wanted. These are 421, so they're pretty expensive now. Because these are the ones that every bastard and his mother wanted. Back to these. Sorry, Pooksels, you've just been smothered. There are many different options you can have for headphones. How do you know what is best for you? Well, this video I'm going to explain it. And we're going to go through what each one of these headphones do, and I'm going to explain to you why I have them. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to go over is open back versus closed back versus semi-open. Here are my open backs. You can see they have mesh on, which means most of the sound comes out of here. So everyone else can hear what you're listening to. And you're like, oh, that doesn't seem very efficient. Surely that can't sound very good. These are the best sounding headphones I have, my Civica Phoenix. I absolutely adore them. Shush. These are Biodynamic DT770 Pros. 80 ohms, right? These are not 80 ohms, nowhere near. We're not going to get into ohms and what that do just yet. We're going to talk about why I have these and the difference between them. These are closed back, meaning sound can't get out of here. Meaning you get all of the sound that's happening. But there's things that these do that these don't. And there's a reason why these are my favourite and these are not. When you have open back headphones, things you usually lack are bass and treble. The mids are usually alright because they find a way to boost that in the way they make the headphones. With these actually don't have much bass and have very, very sharp treble. At least in my experience. Many people will argue that. Go, oh, the DT770s are the best headphones in the world. You can't say that about them. That's why they're used in every studio. I'm not saying they're not good. They're just not my preference. I prefer more live sounding headphones. Things that add sound back to music. They add life back to music and make it sound how it was when it was made. This sounds like you're listening to a recording. This sounds like you're listening to it being performed. That's the difference between them. And that isn't the case with all open back headphones. But for the most part, you get a bit more with open back than you will closed back. Now, there are some really good cheap closed backs. I'm now going to introduce you to a pair of closed backs and we're going to compare them. My Audio-Technicas. Audio-Technica M50Xs and still DT770 Pros. What's the difference between these? Well, these both claim to be professional studio headphones. One of them isn't. See if you can guess. Have a guess which one. Have a guess which one's lying. How did you get it? It was this one. These aren't professional studio monitors, but they claim to be. And the reason I say they're not is because they're a bit more fun sounding. For a studio monitor, you want it to be flat and as referenced as possible and as true to the sound that's being created as it can be. These add a bit more bass, they add a bit more thump, and I think they sound a bit better than these do. But again, I have certain preferences I like, and I like a bit of bass and I like a bit of at the bottom of my song. That's what these do. Stop hitting the keys, mate. He's done nothing to you. Don't start shit now. I put different pads on this because the stock pads were trash. Introducing the stock pads. Introducing my big pads. Do you see the difference? That's why. That's why you can do things like this. So just because you have a pair of headphones and you don't necessarily like them, it doesn't mean there isn't things you can do that would make them sound better. Because swapping pads is probably one of the easiest things you can do with any headphone, and it will drastically change the shape of the sound. And it is all about shape of the sound. Let me introduce another pair of headphones. Make way, mate, for the cheapy boys that I found on eBay. Make way. This mess. JBLs, right? JBL are a good brand. Not at this price range, they're not. These sound absolute wank. The differences between all of these. Yes, these are all closed back. And yes, they all have speakers in that produce sound. But there's things you'll notice about them. Each one of them has different qualities. One of them being, this doesn't have a detachable cable. And it terminates in a 6.5. But you can change that very easily. Make it a 3.5. So there are many different things that these do. And that's just how these come. They come with a bag as well. Now. Oh God. come here, wire. These headphones terminate in a 3.5, and you have a little L shape on the end. You don't get a choice of that. That's just how they come. And the wire isn't detachable, but there is a button. No, I don't know what it does. I'm hoping one day I'll press this and they just disintegrate. It would really make me feel happy. These headphones, get out the way, you shite bags. Oh no, my books are, hang on, pause the video. You, mate, neither of you two are listening, so you're going to get told, mate. I'm not having it anymore. You don't listen to me, so you're going to be restrained. Stop it. These headphones are my Audio-Technica M50Xs. Now, they're great headphones. They come with a multitude of different cables. You get 3 of them. One of them has this weird telephone wire from the 50s that is just hideous and really stretchy and reminds me of things I probably can't say on YouTube. It ends like this. This has a lock-in jack, right? Which means you put it in here, twist it, and it locks, which means it doesn't come out. You're not pulling that out. The only way you pull that out is if you do that. So you twist it to lock it, which means it's quite good if you don't want to... Shut up! If you don't want to keep pulling your cable out, because it happens. It happens to me all the time. But the good part is, you have this cable as well they give you. Also has a lock-in one to match up with this. And it terminates in a 3.5. With a little Audio-Technica stamp on it. I don't know if you can see that. Does anyone care? Not really. Look. Audio-Technica! Cool. That's the wire I use these for. Use these with. What is English? And it works. Now, these, like I said, are all closed back. They all sound different. Very, 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 very sharp. Very bassy. That's what they are. They just... They don't sound anything. They sound like you have, instead of one phone speaker, you have 2 in stereo. And that's what they sound like. I hate them, and that's what you get for 12 quid. So again, you get what you pay for, but these, about £100. Now, they won't come looking like this with these pads. These are aftermarket pads. This is customised to look cool, because I like it like that. When you buy these will come like this. Nothing has changed on these. These are the stock pads. These are the stock everything. I prefer these. These are 111 quid, I think I paid for these. These are about 109. So you can find all of this stuff on Amazon for exactly what I'm telling you the prices are. Except, I would say get these. It's just, they do different stuff. Do you make music? If you make music, these will help you more. These are accurate, and they'll display exactly what you're creating to the best of their abilities, and they do that very well. But I find them boring. So for me, they're out of the equation. It is these. Now, these are also closed back. These are also studio headphones. But they have more of a sound that I enjoy, which is a little bit more bass heavy, a little bit, oh, I don't know, characterful, I guess. They just have more sound to them. They just emphasise the way things are being played, which is not what you want if you're doing studio work, because these don't display a very accurate picture of what you're listening to. Think of it as a video, right? Or are you looking at a picture? If these were both images, these would be as your phone takes a picture, as your phone displays the picture, that's all cool, right? These would be brightness, you know, and saturation and colour and all of this stuff just boosted a little bit. Just a little bit to make it a bit more eye-catching, a bit more poppy, a bit more, you know, just wow, look at that, that's a really cool picture. These are very normal sounding, other than the sharpness, but apparently that's just my ears. So I would say get these. But then you also have, do you want to get open or closed back? Because if you want to get open back, these won't do it for you. But if you like closed back, these will do it for you. I do recommend the aftermarket pads though, they're awesome, they really do help. Bringing in our next contender. Gaming, and it squeaks. You get free sound effects for this one. So with this one here, getaway wire. Oh look, now it looks wireless. It's not. This is actually wireless, this isn't. These both do different things. This is shaped to my wampus head. That's the reason it doesn't close anymore. This hasn't yet formed to my wampus head, or it would be like this. I've had this for a couple of years now. A couple of days ago, I modified it. I put different pads on it. I tore it apart, put foam inside to make it sound a bit better. And yeah, they both do completely different things. These are what I said were studio monitors. They're not, they're lying. They are great for music, right? Audio Technicas are great for music. These are not so great for music. This is a gaming headset, comes with a microphone. Right? This microphone does what microphones do. It records your voice so you can talk to people on Xbox or Discord or whatever you like. It works for all of them. This doesn't. But if you wanted to buy these and you're like, oh, but I like the Audio Technicas and I like my aftermarket pads and I like the red rings I put around them. I don't want to have to buy a separate gaming headset to use it as a gaming thing. I want to use my Audio Technicas. There's this awesome thing that exists called a mod mic. Meaning, if you have a mod mic, you can plug it into there and a microphone sticks out here. Literally, plug it in, microphone sticks out, and you talk into the microphone. A bit like this. So this should be your gaming headset now. And it works perfectly fine. Mod mics are awesome, and that's cool. You can use any pair of headphones you like as a gaming headset. And don't let anyone tell you can't. Oh, they're flat. Oh, they're bass boosted. Oh, they've got too much high end. If it's a sound you enjoy, fucking go for it, dude. I don't care what people say. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't use my Sivga Phoenixes for fucking COD. Oh, they're open back, they leak too much sound. Oh no, you're not going to get accurate footsteps. Let me tell you something. These have the best imaging I've ever heard on a pair of headphones. These are all completely different prices and do different things now. These are open back, £255 headphones, right? And they have a double terminal they end in, right? So you get double. And these are a gaming headset that has aftermarket pads and is modified to be exactly what I want it to be. These are studio reference headphones, right? And they have aftermarket pads to be exactly what I wanted to be with a bit of foam inside. And they have a detachable wire. This has a detachable wire. This doesn't have a wire, it's wireless. All different things. I love them all. People will say, why do you have 12 headphones? Because all of them sound different. There's different genres that sound good. If I want to listen to films and soundtracks and be really immersed in the sound, it's always these. If I want to listen to games and be so engrossed in the game because the sound's so good and everything sounds far away and there's people behind me with guns going, "Grrr," it's these. If I want to talk to people and have a similar experience to that, it's these. Or these, because of the mod mic. So you can do that with anything. In fact, I could even hook the mod mic up to this, but because it's a double terminal, I don't really know how to do that, so I'll have to look into it. But I'm sure it is doable. Don't let anyone tell you different. The most awesome part about all of this, none of these are over 300 quid. None of them. In fact, you could buy multiple of the things I've shown you today for 300 quid. The cheapest ones I have are the 12 quid ones, which I do not recommend because they sound like you've just shoved dog shit in your ears and someone started singing fucking, I don't know, some high screechy Ariana Grande song at full pelt in the back of the bus. That's what it sounds like. These sound incredible. With stock pads, they sound good. With aftermarket pads, it just brings that sound from right here next to your ears to a little bit further out so you have more soundstage. And that's why I love these, because that little bit extra cushion, the normal pads are about there. These ones are now there. So instead of it being here, you're bringing the sound out like just a little bit more and getting a little bit more soundstage. They're great for music. These have the best pads. The best pads I have ever seen. And the most flexible headphones in the fucking world. Look at that. I can't break these if I wanted to. Look, ready? They're literally indestructible. If you can break these, I'll give you money. You have to bend them backwards round their own arsehole to hurt them, mate. Like, they're seriously cool. Some of the most well-built headphones. You have Sivga written there with the R on it, with the really nice mesh that looks like a 1972 muscle car grill that fires air conditioning at you even when it's hot in summer. This really nice wood that has some of the nicest finish on it I've ever seen, and these really plush leather and whatever that is ear cups. It's just the best memory foam you could imagine. When you get good headphones and you know what you're buying, you really do get to that point where you get what you're paying for. 255 quid. These are handmade, I'm pretty sure. Someone has to literally put these on the lathe and turn them. That's why they're not symmetrical. I don't care about that. They sound incredible. Someone hand cuts this circle, puts it in a press, presses it down to get this dome shape, cuts the ends off, glues it down, puts this bit of chrome in, polishes it, presses it down, and then varnishes the wood around it. That's effort, man. People went to the effort just to make it look good. So you can imagine how good it sounds, not because of all of that work, just because if you're going to put this much effort into the way something looks, you're going to make sure it sounds good. Each one of these cushions is hand-packed with a kind of cotton foam that is just so... Oh! You've already seen the video of me reviewing these and what I think of them and how I nutted about 14 times on camera, but you don't need to see me do that again. What you need to know is with each pair of headphones there are different things that you can find on them, right? For instance, impedance is something important to pay attention to. The lower the impedance, where it be like 10, 15, 16, 20, 25 ohms, your phone can power that easily. Your little dirty buds are like, I think they're like 16 ohms or something, or probably less. Probably like 15. These are about 45. These are about 55. I don't know what these are because they've got their own little things. That doesn't really matter. I have headphones that are 600 ohms. I have this Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 3rd gen that is capable of powering headphones up to 250 ohms. If I plug my big 600 ohm headphones in there, it goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And it shouts at me and tells me that I can't do that. You really have to pay attention and look up what impedance your headphones are that you want to buy. Is your setup capable of running them? Do you think it's a good idea? Are they going to be comfortable? Read the reviews. Are they going to be durable? Read the reviews. All of this stuff does play into account. I made this video because I don't want people to do what I did and have to buy 13 different headphones just to realise that he only likes about 6 pairs of them and they just hang on the wall and don't get used. I still use the ones I don't like because it makes me appreciate the ones I do. That's the bottom line. These are fantastic. These are also expensive. These are really good and they're not so expensive. What would I pick between these two? If I had to repay for them and do everything I've redone to these pads are worth 45 quid. The headphones themselves are nearly 110, they're 109 pound. So that's 155 quid, right? Just in headphones. And then you've got 255 quid. For the extra 100 quid I would spend on these, I would say it's worth way more. These headphones sound like 500 quid headphones. 500 squid. I know what you're thinking. 500 squid Yeah, it is, mate. If you've heard high-end headphones, they cost a fair bit, mate. They cost a couple bob, and I would say these are worth more than a couple bob. That's all I really need to cover today. If you've learned anything from this video of what headphones you think you want or would like, please be sure to leave a comment below. Tell me what you're going to pick, and I'll see if I can comment and reply and let you know what I think of those specific headphones. Also, maybe comment your setup, and I can see if I can maybe find you something better or cheaper. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.